What's up, fam? It's your boy Kirk, and we are back with the second to last installment of How It All Works StreamYard Academy. In these two-part videos, we're going to actually go over all of the different settings, functions, features of StreamYard, and I'm excited to get into it. I think we've had a really good time in this academy, and I'm hoping that you'll not only come back for tomorrow, part 2, but that you'll continue to join us for How It All Works Academy, the eCam version, right? And you'll be able to get some value from that as well. So without any further ado, let's dive in. So here we are in StreamYard, and the first thing we want to look at is our destinations. Destinations, I've got a ton of them here, but to add a destination, we talked about going here to add destination, and you can add Facebook pages, LinkedIn pages, YouTube, Periscope, all kinds of stuff. I just got approved for LinkedIn, and so I'm excited about that, but you got to apply for that process. But here is where you will actually add your destinations. So keep this in mind and make sure you add as many destinations as you can. Doesn't mean you have to stream to all of them in a given broadcast. Here is the broadcast screen. This is the standard screen that you will come to every time you come to StreamYard. And you have upcoming broadcasts. And I have a couple here for a couple of clients. And I've got my test room, which is a record only broadcast. And so if I have a broadcast that I've already set up and I want to go and look at it, I can actually click on the 3 dots and then go to view on YouTube, right? It's going to give me a little message and I can click continue to YouTube, and here is that broadcast. That broadcast is ready to go here on YouTube. So you don't have to do any gymnastics to find where your broadcast is broadcasting to. You can actually do that right here. If you want to enter the studio, you can enter it here. If you want to edit a broadcast, you can edit the title, you can edit the description, you can even change the picture and the time, and all of those edits will go to the different destinations you have it set for. So keep that in mind as well. To create a brand new broadcast from scratch, we go to create a broadcast, right? And in the create a broadcast section, you'll have all of your destinations. These are all the destinations I have on the system, and you can select them and begin the process. I'm going to just select 1 or 2 here real quick. You can put your title in, put your description, schedule for later, upload a thumbnail, set your date and time, and then you continue by hitting customize for each destination. Additionally, you can also just click on skip and record only. Put in your title, and then you can actually just do let's say you're doing a broadcast for a podcast recording or something that you want to record with a guest, and you don't want to broadcast it yet, you plan on broadcasting it later, or maybe you're going to post it as a produced video. That is where you would do that part. The next thing we want to look at is past broadcasts. Here in the past broadcast tab, you can actually see all of your past broadcasts, but keep in mind that you only have 14 days, right? So I'm going to scroll to the bottom here, testing individual tracks. If I click on this and try to download recording, it's going to tell me StreamYard saves recordings for 15 days. So when I try to do this, it's going to say it looks like this recording was deleted. So you want to make sure you actually go in and add this to your workflow. Download your broadcasts after they're done so that you have a high definition copy of it, and you can always go back to that when you're ready. But like I said yesterday, in recording multiple audio tracks, we can come here, we can go to download recording, and you'll see individual audio recordings here, audio recording is here, and video recording is here. So past broadcast is really great. I want to show you one thing from past broadcasts, and that is if you decide to enter the studio in a past broadcast, you can actually go back and see some of the comments from when you were in that broadcast. So, and StreamYard is actually playing with the concept of infinite comments. So right now you can only see about 150, but imagine when they roll out that feature, you can go into your past broadcasts and actually go back and look at your comments. And I do that from time to time, especially if somebody asked a really good question that is something that I want to go back to. Maybe I'm even going to go and make a video of that. You can do that right there. So now is the time for us to actually enter a studio. I'm going to go into my test room, click on enter studio. And so here I am. It's giving me a little bit of a message here. We're loading. and it comes up. It has my camera. You can see that the microphone is working. We see the levels there, so you get a little bit of a indicators that things are okay. Before we go in, I always recommend that you go and look at some of these settings. And so we come in here to cam mic. It always starts you off at the camera setting. Of course, you're seeing that I'm on my green screen. I'm using a side camera here, but this is the camera I'm going to continue using, at least in StreamYard. So here I'm going to click on camera resolution. This is another space that you want to check the settings on. You want to be able to check and see, is my camera resolution fine? And you have several options here. Depending on what your plan is, you have different options. So you want to make sure you get that, check that, and make sure that it is at the level, the relative resolution that your computer can handle, your camera can handle, and your internet can handle. Next thing you want to do is come to audio. And listen, I'm a big fan, a big proponent of wearing headphones for your broadcast. And so I'm always making sure that my speaker is set to wherever my headphones is plugged in. And my headphones are plugged into the Air 1924. So that's good. And I play the test message, which will play, and you're probably hearing that as well. But the other thing, if you are using a professional audio setup, soundboard, maybe you're a house of faith, maybe you're a musician, you have a guitar, piano, other things that you're playing into the system, you always want to make sure you have echo cancellation turned off, stereo audio turned on. And if you hover your mouse, you'll be able to see some of the verbiage that StreamYard has given us to explain what these features are for. I am not in that scenario right now, so I'm going to leave echo cancellation on. But you want to go through and check these settings. Again, here is where you will do your green screen as well. And so I have one loaded up, and if I put that up there, you'll see half of the green screen is taken up there. And you can adjust your fade here. To make it look a little better, you can actually select the color of your green screen, your backdrop color. And all of these things are here. They have two default ones, and you can also upload whatever you want into the system. So that's where you would do your virtual backgrounds if you have a green screen. All of those are right here as you're getting ready to enter the studio. And I recommend highly that you do that before you really dive into anything in the studio. So now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and actually enter. And the last thing that we want to do in this video, we're going to do a couple more. All the rest of the items in our part 2 of this video is we want to show you how to invite someone. Here you can go to the invite button and just copy this link to your clipboard, or you can go to your email or messenger right here. And I always recommend sending people instructions ahead of time as well. This link for instructions is really good. Keep in mind that you can have 10 people on screen at once. And so you just copy this link, send it to your guest. If you need to send it ahead of time, you want to put it in a calendar invite, this is where you'll grab that link from. So this is how you invite guests to your broadcast. Last thing that we want to show you here in the studio is the settings screen. Settings screen, we click on settings, and here we also have broadcast quality, different from camera quality. You want to make sure you have this set to what you know your machine can handle, what your guests' machines can handle in terms of the quality for the entire broadcast, not just your camera, but the entire broadcast. It will broadcast at this quality level. 1080p is what I usually have it set to, but you just just know that some of the platforms out there do not do 1080p. Facebook will downgrade to 720, but that's okay. YouTube does do 1080. So keep it at your highest that you can keep it at, and then make sure you go back and download the broadcast after you're done so you have it at 1080p. Second thing that's on the screen here is shift videos up for comments and banners. This is one of the settings you will need to be aware of, and you'll see in part 2 in tomorrow's video what we go over here for this setting. When you have this checked, when you bring a comment or a banner on screen, it shifts all the videos up. It makes them a little bit smaller so that the comment or banner is not covering anybody's face. So I don't like to have it checked. That's just a part of my workflow. The way that I design my broadcast, I keep the screens, keep the videos above where the comments come in. Audio avatars. This is a great one. This is a huge one, actually. Audio avatars is basically that voice of God effect. Because if you have this unchecked, right? Let's read it. Show an avatar when user's camera is off. Uncheck this if you want users to be completely hidden. So if I turn my camera off and I have this unchecked, I will still be in the stream, but with audio only. Keep that in mind. In the stream with audio only. I just did a video for this on the StreamYard channel, so definitely something that you might want to check out. Automatically add shared screens and videos to the stream. This is one I do also keep unchecked because I don't like it. When I share a video or a screen, like say I'm sharing a Chrome tab to my stream, to StreamYard, I don't want it to automatically come onto the screen. I want to control when that comes onto screen. I want to be able to prep it. I want to preload that video, have it sitting in the tray at the bottom, and then when I'm ready for it, I can add it to the screen at that time. So I always keep this unchecked. I'm actually glad that StreamYard gave us this option. And then of course the last one, this is the one we dealt with yesterday's video. Record a separate audio file for each guest, and that's self-explanatory. I listen, the StreamYard has given us this option. I don't see any reason not to keep it checked because it's an option that you have, and if you ever need it, you can go back and have it, right? Just make sure that a part of your workflow is that you don't not only download the broadcast, but you download the separate audio tracks as well, and just keep them somewhere, cloud storage or personal storage at home. Keep them somewhere because you never know when you might be able to go back or may need to go back and repurpose that content. So there you have it. I know that we shared a lot. I know that was rapid fire. I was literally running through my notes, my list, and I still have a lot more to cover in tomorrow's video. And so come back for that because part 2, we will cover all the layouts and scenes and different things that are under the comments, a private chat, and especially the brand tab. The brand tab is the most critical tab in StreamYard. We're going to cover all of that in tomorrow's video. Hoping that you're tracking with us, hoping that you're in this for the long haul, excited to be able to do this with you, and we're hoping that you would subscribe, that you take this journey with us. Haven't said this yet in this series, but we're on a mission to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the summer, and we're almost there. We're slowly creeping up, but help us in that journey, not only by subscribing, but also by sharing this video. It's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher, hoping that somewhere in the video today, we got you a little closer to figuring out how it all works. We'll see you in the next video.